back to the salt mines, my fascinating Renaissance friends. The the last episode that I recorded for you tells my thoughts and emotions about travel in general, and I hope you are able to see that and liked it, and still be with me. And so this is Malu Cervantes, your fellow sojourner, and your life coach. Together, we are navigating the autumn of life, and this is episode 197 of my season of life, 60 years and beyond, where where I answer your questions, share with you my experiences, and in the process, we grow together. We grow stronger, and we grow what? We grow wiser, in keeping with our manifesto, and that is aging wisely, aging gracefully, and aging elegantly. The whole of April and May, I've shared with you memories, moments, and lessons about my 2 month vacation in the US, where we went to places with my children, my sister, and people who care for me and I care about. And in the process, I've also shared with you what I experienced, what I thought, what those lessons have taught me, and I shared it with you. It's not so much of a travelogue where I show you places where I've been and things like that. No, it's really more of the how do I say it? More of the emotions involved, and more on reflections of life, and what is in store for us in all the coming months. you know and one of the things that that I would like to just quickly share with you is, I started with this episode by saying, back to the salt mines. This is what people say normally after the weekend when they have to drag their feet to go to work. And now that my vacation is over, and it just took me maybe a week or two, to rest, and I was already back in the thick of things. You know what the 2 months vacation taught me? My fascinating Renaissance friends, is that I miss my work. Can you imagine? People would all say, nah, I still want longer vacation. And after vacation, they'll question themselves and say, why am I still working? Why can't I continue, just lying on the beach and seeing these places and all of that? Well, I don't know about them. Everybody is unique. We were created unique, and everyone has their what? Has their thoughts and feelings and wishes. I have friends telling me, why just a little over 2 months? In fact, when we were interviewed, by the TSA, and before they stamped, our passport, they would always say, "Oh, how long are you staying?" The usual, and we would say, "Well, a little over 2 months, like 63 days to be exact." And they asked us, why not stay longer? Why just 63 days? Why not stay longer? And we would smile and say, oh, we wish, but we have work to do back home. We have I have projects to take care of. I have clients waiting for me, and I miss my bed. I think more than 2 months. The first thing my husband and I, told each other, oh, we miss our bed. But the bed that we stayed in hotels, in Airbnbs, even in the homes of my kids, they took care of us. They're just wonderful beds. But nothing really beats our bed. Okay? And nothing beats, okay, traveling for my job. I we just really wonder, why do I feel that way? Well, three things I'd like to share with you. Okay, as really the end of this focus on my travels and what it has taught me, because I'm back to the salt mines. In fact, I'm here, after my session. I just closed the second batch of my program. I will be opening another batch tomorrow. So it's really a back-to-back thing. I came here. This is out of town in the beautiful island of Mindanao. Okay, and one of our clients have their operations here. I came here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I did a back-to-back program for the first batch. I just finished the second batch. Okay, and then I'll open the third batch tomorrow and Saturday, and I fly back to Manila. And they would always tell me, why subject yourself in such grueling schedule? Where can really just relax? The kids are grown up. You are an empty nester. You are a senior. Navigating this autumn of our life. And why are you still looking forward? Such a grueling schedule. Why? I realized three things that I'd just like to share with you. Okay, one is because I love my work. I really do. Do I get tired? Of course. Of course I get tired. In fact, right now I'm tired. I just want to, go to my quarters and then, of course, rest. But I do love my work, really. Okay, second, I suppose if you love something to do and this is really helping people, the beautiful feedback, the participants have given us, that they learned a lot, that it will make them even better at their work. This is music to my ears because I really love helping people. And third, at my age, it's just pure gratitude that the Almighty, Creator has given me the stamina of a 50-year-old, a 45-year-old woman, and not the senior, woman that I am now. I really couldn't believe it. In fact, that's the number one. When they find out, how young I am, not old, how young I am, so, oh my gosh, we couldn't believe it, with that stamina, with that enthusiasm, and your looks, no wrinkles, no nothing, and you're always smiling. And I said, there's so much to be grateful for, so much to thank for. Am I a billionaire? No. Do I have lots of money? Well, I have enough, to live decently. Do I have collection type things? No. I live very simply, but I'm very happy. Okay? So, my fascinating Renaissance friends, all right, please don't forget to like and subscribe so we continue. Okay, next episode, June. Okay, we start the month of June with really such a wonderful series that is so close to my heart. Okay, I'm excited to do that for you. So until then, my fascinating Renaissance friends, goodbye.